Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Huts Gaming F1 League. We've had a few different changes here, visual changes. You might notice there's a couple of additions on the loading screen here, as well as the slightly different font of the countdown, though that's something that I've just chosen. But we're going to go first to the standings. Meow. I quite like that. The standings as at the minute, Goshan is leading. Sorry, I just had some beeping in my ears. Goshan leading the championship, 274 points. That's quite a way ahead. Next, behind him, on just 201, Tom with Aston Martin. His teammate takes P3 at the minute. His teammate, of course, being Bubbly. Isti a bit further back in the Alpine. Then Daniel is in 5th. And then it's a long way back to Finley Norman, who's in 5th place. Alpine leading the way in the Constructors' Championship ahead of Aston Martin with 6 wins and 4 wins, respectively. You may also notice that Red Bull and Williams have 1 win each. Somehow. I'm not quite sure how they've done that, but oh well, there we go. Whoa, that didn't sound good. Anyway, we're here for a sprint race weekend at the Austrian Grand Prix circuit. Back to my controller being stupid again. Is that gonna work? Let me know how the sound settings are, because they got wiped when I put in this new scene file, and I can't remember what they were before, so... Oh, that's weird! Right, let's quickly bring things back if we can. No, controller has decided that it doesn't want to work. Shush phone. Put it back. Oh, now it's controller number 2, apparently. Oh, whatever. Come on, behave. There we go. Whatever floats your boat then, Mr. Controller. So at the minute, Jordan P10. That's not going to work. We need to get our way to who's the guy in the lead at the minute of this one-shot qualifying. It was Goshan who's leading. There we go, going through turn 5, 6, whatever it is, exiting sector 2 right now. Finley Norman actually fighting for P2 here. So the P5 in the championship, fighting for P2 in one-shot quali. Oh, I think though he's lost out somehow. Where is he? I don't know what happened. Well, he was disqualified. That's what happened. Goshan 104.926. Pretty decent lap for the championship leader. I don't know how many rounds are left in the championship, but at the minute, Goshan is just flying away with the championship. I said championship a lot there. Is that working? I know what I did, but I forgot to do. I forgot to turn the game audio down. That's what's happening. And I don't have the option to do that, so... But I know what I can do. I can just do it the old-fashioned way. So at the minute, that should be a bit quieter. But I kind of prefer turning the game audio itself down. So at the minute, I've just turned the whole source audio down a bit. The light bulb is still working. Right, let's get into the audio settings, turn everything down, because I'm in numpty. About to go into the sprint race. We've got 30 or so seconds. It's enough time for me to go back into the Streamlabs settings, turn the audio back up. Now, we were supposed to have a co-commentator today. Not Oscar was supposed to be able to be free, last I heard. But he's gone AWOL again. At this point, I'm starting to get a bit fed up with this.
Huh. He needs to make up his mind.
Right, so, anyway. Let's bring the data back and all that.
That actually sounds very quiet now. I may have to turn the audio back up a bit more. Controllers, stop being a prat.
How is that? That sounds very quiet to me all of a sudden. Testing.
Yeah, it sounds okay. I can still fiddle with it if it needs to be.
But at the minute, sounds okay. Of course, it's the first race we've done with the sport update, which means the Aston Martin livery has been absolutely ruined. And of course, it's using the B-spec car rather than the slightly more attractive A-spec car, which may have been slow as hell, but at least it looked better. Also, the livery has less green on it, which is just a great big negative in my books. The Alpine's a different colour. The Red Bull's a different colour too, but at least it looks better. It's just getting used to the rather strange shade of blue the Red Bulls were. Oh, that's a very strange angle for Reese. I think he overcooked. Like, even Lagand is doing it. That's a very strange angle, but Lagand at least doesn't get disqualified from the formation lap. 5 lights coming on for this 12-lap sprint race. It's lights out, and away we go. And it's looking like an excellent start for Bubbly, who overtakes Isti before turn 1 and was almost being hidden by a tyre graphic. And Bubbly already looking to take P1 into turn 3. We had the yellow flags briefly. Bubbly gonna go up the outside of Goshan's Alpine. Does he have the move made? Not yet, but he's got it. He's got the lead now, and there was another yellow flag. That's Shankstar, who's lost out. He's P19 at the minute. Bit of fighting going on down the field. There's a move by, it's that Isti, I think, or was that Fusion? Well, Fusion's in P4, which is quite a different showing from this guy. He's not often up here. Oh, Jab has picked up a 5-second, 5-second penalty for gaining a place somehow. I'm not sure if that was Isti or Fusion making the move there. TomTom, meanwhile, let's take a look at the position changes. TomTom's lost out. He qualified P4 and he's down to P6. Yes, that was Fusion making the dive. He's up 4 positions. Started P8. Another gut driver making an excellent start has been Daniel. He was just gone up another position. 7 positions to P10. In the opposite direction, however, Reese down 7 positions. Fusion looks like he's about to lose P4 to Isti, and he has through turn 3. Can he retake the position into turn 4? No, he's going to hold on for now. Finley Norman had to make a pit stop. Jordan going side by side with TomTom. Though TomTom has the inside for turn 5 or 6 or whatever it is, I don't remember. So few corners on this track, and yet I can never remember which one is which. And TomTom is down into P8 now. He just doesn't seem to have any pace. Let's take a look at the tyres, actually. Now, everyone but Norman is on medium tyres. So I don't know where TomTom's pace has gone. Oh, there's been a spin for Gruffle. Yeah, he's spun on the entrance to the pit lane. So that's apparently that's something he tends to do. The gaps are starting to grow. Fusion is more in danger of losing position to Pookie than he is of gaining it back on Isti as Gruffle decides to retire from the sprint race. He will start the feature race in 19th and last. Pookie, someone we've not had a lot of focusing on in the last couple of races, is chasing down Fusion here, threatening the AlphaTauri. I thought he was going to spin or something there because of the curbs being evil, but no, just a bit of lag going on, I guess. Into the final quarter, turn 10 officially, even though it's really turn 9 because, well, I mean, look at turn 2, it's just a kink, a very slight kink in the straight that is very irritating lag. DRS for Pookie, and he just sails past Laryl Fusion, but then the positions are going to be swapped as Fusion actually just about touches the back of the McLaren there. Doesn't look like he's picked up any damage, and he did get the DRS, but that compromised entry to turn 3 has hurt him there. Shanksar's fighting his way back up the field. He's 16th now and fighting to get past Angel. Still some way behind at the minute though. Jordan has spun through turn... Okay, let's count the corners here because I need to figure things out. Goshan keeping Bubbly honest here. Okay, so going through turn 1. And Goshan is going to have the DRS. Has the DRS going through the basically non-existent turn 2. Into turn 3 now. And it looks like Goshan might be able to make the move down to turn 4. He has the DRS, he's using a little bit of his energy. Can he make the move? He's gonna take a look. But nope. Looking like he's going a bit wide too. Through, I guess this is turn 5, then turn 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, yes, 7, 8, and then 2, 9 and 10 are ahead. Goshan not being able to make the move on this lap, and we're at essentially half race distance now. I need to see if I can sort out this odd lagginess that's going on. I'll do it, I think. I'll check things out when we get to Sector 2, after turn 4. As Isti picks up a time penalty. Oh dear. It's a 3-second penalty for Isti. Pookie did get past Fusion in the end. Goshan closer to Bubbly than he has been so far. It looks like he may be able to make the move, but no, he's just relying on the DRS. He hasn't been using his energy. Oh, there's a bit of a touch on the diffuser of the Aston Martin. I can't really afford to figure things out with the lagginess at the minute. With this is a pretty hectic sprint race. We are at half race distance. 6 more laps to go. Meanwhile, Sherlock defending P3 from Isti. Isti's going to be feeling a bit incensed by that penalty, so he has to try and get past the Ferrari and make as much time as he can. Has the DRS? Is he going to be using the energy? He did not, by the looks of things. Lagan picks up a penalty as well now. We're heading towards turn 3. Is Isti gonna make the move? Yes, Big Six is retired in the pit lane, so where there will not be a safety car. Sherlock slightly compromised by turn 3 possibly, but looks like he had a better launch Unless it was just the game lagging a bit. Actually, Sherlock has run out of energy, and that's all the invitation that Isty needs to dive up the inside and use what energy he has to cement his position in P3. But at the minute, whilst he will take P3 on track on paper, with that penalty, he will lose the position. I think even as far down to TomTom at the very least. Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, we need to sort out this lagginess.
Gosh, oh my god, what is going on? Quack is retired now. What is going on? Quack is retired. We have a safety car. And this may be all the invitation we need to sort things out. As people do dive into the pits. Okay, let's figure out what is going on. That isn't doing anything. So let's close that. I'm also going to
close the Xbox thingy.
Okay, disconnect from the Discord because clearly we don't have a co-commentator. Close the Discord as well fully, just in case. Right. So, half the field has pit. Let's look at that. Yep, pit stops for most of the lower half of the field. The Aston Martin safety car letting these guys past as they are not the leader. So Lagant has had a stop. Shankstar has stopped as well. And he's into P11 now on soft tyres. So should be a decent threat to the guys in front. Lagant, no offense, buddy, but I don't think you're going to be much of a threat.
Also, I gotta say, I hate that tiny little shark fin on the Red Bull now. Like, it used to have a decent engine cover, but they added that weird shark fin thingy, and I hate it. Really do. Okay, some more drivers stopping. TomTom and Biscuit stopping for soft tyres. Lagan, Shankstar, Big Jabber served his penalty. Angel as well, Reese, Jordan and Finley Norman, though Finley had to stop again because he already had that pit stop earlier on. He should be on soft tyres again. Indeed he is. So the leading leading 7, have not made pit stops, so they're going to be feeling a bit more at risk, but there's not many laps of the race left. Of the sprint race, that is. So we'll have to see what TomTom can do on these soft tyres. He's definitely going to be a rocket. At least he should be. He didn't appear to have much pace on the mediums. He should be able to get past some of the guys in front and take a good position, as they are on 7-8 lap old medium tyres. 8 lap old mediums, soon to be 9 laps old. There's Bubbly going past. We're still getting strange lag spikes as the tyres age by 1 lap. This is very irritating. Unfortunately, I don't think we can really do much about it. We have 3 laps of the Grand Prix left, but 2 of them, a maximum of 2, will be under racing conditions. 11 and 12, the safety car is letting people past. I've never seen that happen before. I'm very confused. Very confused. I have never seen the safety car ever do that. It's let people past. Even though it didn't need to. I've never seen... No, the green light was on top. It must be a glitch of some sort, because Bubbly is still treating it like it's a sort of safety car, probably. So it's going to collect it. Are we going to finish under a safety car? No, but we can't. We'll get 1 lap of racing, I think. If Finley Norman picks up the time penalty. Yeah, the safety car picks him up. It's going to have to end on this lap because the game doesn't do safety car endings. I have no idea why it did that. Just the safety car decides I'm going to let the field go past for no reason whatsoever. So we're going to get maximum 1 lap of racing. Yep, there we go. Safety car in this lap. Should have come in last lap, but no. F1 game will be F1 game. Oh, it's typical. Six is the host. I see. 6. Yeah, safety car host glitch. 6. Don't do that. There we go. So that's probably why I've been having strange lag spikes. This peer-to-peer thing, rather than having proper dedicated servers, the game still uses these stupid peer-to-peer things. Which means Bubbly is probably going to hold on to the lead here, and Isty's penalty is going to hurt a lot more than it would have under racing conditions. There's still this 1 lap to go. Can Goshan make his way past the Aston Martin? He's making some distance to his teammate behind, but I just don't think he can get past Bubbly. Maybe if he makes a dive bomb. There have been some minor movements down the field. But yeah, Goshan has just lost out a little bit. Yeah. In the end, that's Big Six's fault. So, congrats, mate. You you turned what could have been a very exciting end of the race into a wet squib. There we go, damp squib. That's what it is. Isty plummets down the order to P7. Yikes. And TomTom picked up the fastest lap of the sprint. I don't think he gets an extra point for that, though. Right, I was thinking of something earlier and I completely forgot what it was. Ah, yes. Yes, I did just close the browser tab I had open. Let me bring that back, because I think maybe I've got a little bit of an issue with the... Hang on. Let's go back to that briefly and then leave. Is that going to show me what it was? Come on, I need to see if the aspect ratio is correct. No, the aspect ratio is not correct. Okay, let's... It's, for whatever reason... Fit to the screen, please. There we go. Right, that should be fixed. Yeah, that's better. Do you want to know why the aspect ratio was broken? Because it's probably been set for Jabba's computer, and he probably has a bigger screen than I do. I only have 1080p. It's not that I'm cheap, it's that I'm poor. Anyway, so I've opened up the wrong thing, the telemetry. I did not mean to bring that up. Bubbly leads the pack away for the formation lap. Big Six in P18. Message to Big Six, do not alt-tab. Groffle right at the back of the field after he retired from the sprint. Sherlock got promoted to P3, Pookie P4, Daniel P5, TomTom P6, Isty P7. Ah, yes, that reminds me, the tyres. What are the strategies people are taking? Well, unsurprisingly, the vast majority of the field is going to start on medium tyres. Isty is on... Oh, God. Oh, I just see an Alpha toy spinning off in the background. Someone clip that, please. Isty gonna try it. Chances on the hard tyres, and Biscuit going to experiment with the soft tyres. So, field lines up. Bubbly angles his car slightly to the right to ensure that he can, well, cover off Goshan. Bubbly, we do know, is a pretty good starter. As the lights come on, look how far over Pookie is. Lights come on. Oh, Groffle has picked up a drive-through penalty for the jump start. It's lights out and away we go. And Bubbly looks like he's held on to the lead here. There's a little jostling going on down the field. Watch as the field gradually evens out. Goshan under threat from Sherlock. Sherlock dives up the inside. That's not Sherlock there. Come on. And Goshan gonna have to defend his position from a Ferrari here. The Ferrari still has the inside into turn 3. That's a rubbish camera game. I really wish I could choose to not have onboard cameras during the off-board camera sections. Sherlock, absolutely incredible start up into P2, ahead of the championship leader. However, said championship leader fighting back, using all his energy up the hill, and he takes it back in time for turn 9. So Ferrari 3-4 at the minute. Let us take a look at the positional changes. Not a huge amount of difference in the top 8, but Jordan up 4 positions into P9. Groffle up 7, though how much of that is due to his drive-through penalty jump start? Well, probably not a huge amount, but he's going to lose all that advantage he's gained anyway because of that drive-through. Jabber makes his way past, but he's off the track there. Yellow flag as that's Quack who's gone round at turn 2, 3, whatever. Pretty bad day for Mercedes at the minute. Something's gone wrong. No, I don't mean to do right. Sorry, briefly distracted by something on my phone. Goshan picks up the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. Oh, there's a car gone round there. That is Shankstar? No. It was Lagant who spun his Red Bull at the final corner, and he's still having issues. His tyres are absolutely cooked. Sherlock now fighting with his teammate. We'll bring up the telemetry actually, because we know that Sherlock is very bad with his energy. And energy around here is a very scarce resource. And Sherlock has been passed by his teammate Daniel for the podium positions.
I don't know if Sherlock has managed to pick up a penalty, a podium this season. But at the minute, he's not looking likely to get one, as he's now under threat from Pookie, the McLaren, going up the inside, using the energy up the hill towards turn 9. Sherlock comes back at him a little bit, but he's still fighting through the turn 9 and 10. Oh, this is that was one hell of a battle there, and it's still not done. Pookie will have the inside of turn 1, but Sherlock had it's a crash! Oh, the two came together, and neither of them will be on their podium now. I'm not sure who was at fault there. I didn't have a good view. But Pookie now fighting for the dregs of the points. At the front, the two still fighting, continuing their fight from the sprint race, Bubbly and Goshan. Bubbly has a bit more energy to play with, Goshan will have the DRS, and Daniel just falling slowly behind, also actually catching up a little bit. Not by a huge amount though, and actually sort of status quo, isn't it? He's used a lot of energy to get into this position. But now he doesn't really have the energy to defend, because guess who's behind him? TomTom, fastest man on track at the minute. 107.481 from the Aston Martin driver. Just a couple of weeks ago, his halo was green. Now it's black. I preferred it when it was green. Oh, there's been another spin, and that was Finley Norman. He spun on the exit of turn 1, and now the two Alfa Romeos, P16 and P17. Yikes. So TomTom gradually catching Daniel here. Isti also catching them. Is Daniel going to be a bit of a cork in the bottle here? Okay, so Pookie managed to get back past Biscuit. Sherlock, meanwhile, has not been so lucky, and he is trying to catch up to Angel in the Williams. There we go. Yeah, potentially the tyres got locked between them. That can happen. At least it wasn't a side pod glitch. And at least it wasn't a sort of Fernando Alonso Hamilton style crash like we saw back in Belgium, or Tsunoda Ricciardo incident, because then one of them would have been retired. I think both of them managed to keep it out of the wall. Groff almost goes round at turn 1. These two still locked in battle. Someone who is not locked in battle any longer. TomTom has finally got past Daniel. He's now unleashed to be able to try and catch up to his teammate and his championship rival. But Goshan just been looking rather imperious as Isti made a mistake. His hard tyres just didn't want to... Well, they wanted to stay hard and acted like plastic, I guess. Went round and now under threat from Pookie, who will have the DRS down the start-finish straight here. In fact, that's DRS for 3 consecutive straights. Can he get past? He's gonna do his damnedest if he can. Try his damnedest. That's an American saying, and I don't really do American. Pookie catching into turn 3. Isti going a little wide. He won't have as good traction, I believe. At the moment, anyway. Hard tyres, after all. But that turn has kind of messed with Pookie's momentum. Pookie, though, definitely feeling a bit faster at the minute. Reese in a very good position. Currently P7, right behind Fusion. It's not often we talk about this guy. Not often we watch him, and at the minute he's in a good position. normally we see him making some sort of mistake, I think, or is that Lagand? I don't know. But, yeah, at the minute, fighting for the points. In a decent position as the DRS. Can he make his way past Fusion? Well, I can tell you who else can make a move. Bubbly has been passed by Goshan. We've got the awful camera again. Bubbly, though, not going to relinquish that position without a fight, and he retakes the lead into turn 4, but he had to go deep. Goshan will have... safety car. Because... I jinxed him, didn't I? Reese. Oh no! I'll tell you what else has happened. TomTom got caught up with Lagand. TomTom is out of the race. I think that might be why we have the safety car. Not because of Reese losing his front wing, but because Lagand has ended TomTom's race.
I've no idea what happened there.
But it definitely looks like Lagand caused an incident. He didn't get out of the way. I don't know if that was the cause of the safety car, or if that happened after the safety car had already been called. So I need some clarification on that. And it's an even... Oh no! Lagand not leaving the pits. And damaging the race of his teammate, Reese. So I don't know why Lagand wouldn't leave the pits. Maybe he was angry, I don't know. But he's just ruined his teammate's race even more than it already was. And now it's a... it's a Red Bull 17-18. They're gonna be dead last on the track, basically. So I jinxed Reese, and then Lagand... Well, it wasn't so much a jinx, more like a... a Blastoise to the face or something. The TomTom.
Or an Onyx?
What's a powerful Pokemon? Rayquaza. Well, no, the ball one is Taurus or something, isn't it? So it's been ages since I thought hard about Pokemon.
The cherry cup.
Lagand retires. I will add to the conversation and chat at the minute that the only times that we ever seem to focus on Lagand is when he's crashing. Just food for thought. Safety car in this lap. Bubbly will continue to hold the lead. Goshan P2, Daniel P3, and Jordan up into a fairly nice P4. Isti has made his way back up into P5 now after TomTom had his race ended. Sherlock in P6. And we have had some pit stops, which is why the order is a bit different. The top 6 have not pit yet. So their races might be feeling a bit different. We'll close the telemetry for now. Bubbly goes for it. After the safety car line, the race is back underway. Let's look at position changes briefly. Jordan up 9 positions. That's driver of the day material at the minute. And, Well, if he can make his way onto the podium, that's even more driver of the day. We've got another yellow flag. Finley Norman has ended his race. We're not going to have a safety car by the looks of things. Thank God. And even though these guys are on older tyres, they're still pulling away from the drivers behind. And even Daniel's not catching up, he's keeping up. Pookie and Biscuit swapping positions in the lower half of the top 10. Or rather, the positions 9 and 10. The absolute bottom of the... bottom, top... whatever. Where am I? Can I show the tyres? Yes, I can indeed. Most drivers on hard tyres, however, Isti, whilst he's on hard tyres, they are 10 laps old. So they're going to be feeling rather second-hand at the minute. He still has some inherent pace about him because, you know, he's Isti. And if Fusion makes more mistakes like that, that's just going to be... that's just asking for Isti to make the position. However, is that Fusion using a bit of energy? Possibly. He was definitely faster in the straight line there, and he just took a slightly compromised line into turn 3. Top 5 on the medium tyres. Fusion got past Isti, so Isti's tyres definitely feeling second hand here. Yep, so Isti has fallen down a position. Fusion got past him. So Isti going to be under threat from Shankstar in a moment, though Isti is still putting up a fight. And Shankstar, pardon me, has front row seats to this battle. DRS is enabled. And Isti looking like he will be able to make the move back on Fusion, but they both have the DRS, and that's not going to be easy to get past. I thought he was about to make a dive bomb. Oh, and that Shankstar making the move. No. Yeah, he's using his energy. Oh, come back up. It's just so helpful. Even though it takes up half the screen, and that's Pookie actually trying to go around the outside of the Haas. Can Pookie make it stick? He will have the inside for turn 6. And yes, he has made the move stick. So Pookie up into P8. That's not Pookie, that is Shankstar. I don't... F1 game things. Jordan, meanwhile, closing in on Sherlock, who just doesn't have the pace of the drivers in front. And actually, speaking of the drivers in front, Goshan looks like he might be able to make the move on Bubbly here, and we've got a third driver in the mix now. Daniel, who was just sort of nowhere beforehand, as Goshan goes for it into turn 3. Daniel also trying to have a mosey around the inside. Doesn't quite work out for him. However, now Bubbly will have the DRS. He's using his energy. Can he make the move? Goshan covering off the inside. He knew where Bubbly wanted to put his car. He covered that off excellently. But Bubbly will now have the inside for turn 6. He forces the Alpine to the outside. Going side by side through turn 7 and 8. The top position is still not decided, but it will be soon. It has to be soon. The DRS will be decided, and it's gonna be Goshan who gets it. No, Goshan makes a mistake. I don't know who gets the DRS out of this. Daniel. Neither of the top two drivers got the DRS. They were neck and neck, to the point that only Daniel got the DRS. I have never seen that before. That was some brilliant racing. Wow. And of course, Goshan did have that big gold tank slapper, and he's still holding on to P2. Damn. They were so close.
fighting so hard that they went over the DRS detection point neck and neck. So neck and neck that they couldn't decide who to give the DRS to, and they just decided not to give it to any of them. Except for Daniel, of course, who was noticeably behind, and he's still in the mix for this. He's slightly further behind, but still in contention for a potential win here. This battle is not over yet. Also, someone who's lost out down this DRS zone, Sherlock has finally fallen to the depths of P5 and still under threat from the drivers behind. His lights are blinking as Shackstar has made a mistake through turn 1. Sherlock will have the DRS. He's trying to make the move on Isti. Oh, Isti gets a tank slapper. His tyres just not gripping. They are still very old, 15-lap-old medium tyres. I think Jordan actually had a mistake somewhere because he's down to P8. And he's one of the drivers who hasn't made a pit stop yet. Sherlock, very low on energy, and that's going to hurt his race here. Isti has plenty of energy, so even though he's on older, harder tyres, he's still able to get past Sherlock. Probably simply because he has so much energy to play with. So, the battle for P1 still not over. Look how much energy Daniel has. He's just waiting for... Oh! We might not get a battle in the minute because we have a safety car. Something happened. I didn't see exactly what, but Reese and Angel have taken each other out. And Jordan, just in time for Jordan to pit, so Jordan is going to have... Oh, that's a unfortunate position. He's coming out behind the safety car, so you shouldn't hurt him too much in the long run. He might gain some positions from this. On fresh hard tyres too. Dude, I didn't even see what happened. I wasn't even looking. For all I know, Reese caused the accident. He didn't call for his banning. I didn't see what happened. We don't know what happened. So just calm down. Anyway, top 3 drivers all into the pits. In fact, top 5 drivers now. Fusion is going to inherit the lead. And it's a double stack for the Alpines. So Isti's going to lose out a little bit more than his teammate. In fact, he will possibly... I think he's come out behind Daniel. Bubbly does not have any breathing room, any safe space but to the car behind, which is Goshan. Finish off my cherry coke. Yeah, Liam, who are you? In fact, you're not Big Liam. Are you one of the guys who left after like 2 rounds because you had a hissy fit or something? Okay. You're not part of the league, apparently. Well, I'll tell you what, mate. Fans don't call for other drivers to be banned because you don't like them or something. Like, if Lagand was intentionally crashing people out, then I would get it, but he's not. He's just not a very good driver. Maybe that's a bit of hypocrisy on my part, because I just remembered I did some... Maybe I should just keep my mouth shut. Who's Damien now? I don't know who's who. Everyone knew. Oh, Damien is Lygat.
Why do you use different names and everything? Like, I'm the kind of person who uses like one name for almost everything. What? Yeah, but you're Lagand on the game, so why if your real name is Damien, you're going by Damien on Twitch, why aren't you going by Damien on the game too? I don't get it. People confuse me. Anyway, safety car is coming in this lap. Fusion will lead them away. The top 7 drivers will need to make another pit stop, probably, because look how old their tyres are. 10 to 15 laps. Fusion backing them up a lot. I'm going to close that tyre graphic now, because it's taking up a lot of space. Fusion goes for it. Restart of the race. The 2 Mercedes up into P3 and 4. That's not going to last, almost certainly. All these guys in front of Bubbly and Goshan and Daniel, they're just going to be a great big roadblock, and well, one part of that roadblock has removed itself. Big 6 spins round. Don't hold tab on your way out. And yeah, Bubbly still behind the Williams of Jabba, but he's making his way around the inside, up the inside rather, you say around the outside, up the inside, and Big 6 has crashed in turn 3. That's where he's ended his race. Shouldn't get a safety car, we would have had it by now. Or was the curse of the commentator going to strike again? Jabba actually managing to keep Goshan behind, and this is going to be really helpful for Bubbly. Oh, Jabba holding Goshan up so much, but in the end he has to relinquish that position. Well, he will relinquish that position. Daniel fighting so hard. I think it is Isti on soft tyres. No, he's on mediums, so he is still the odd one out. He's on the alternate strategy, and he is actually fighting with Daniel here. So the battle for the bottom step of the podium is heating up, and Daniel actually loses out to Isti here. So that's a bit of an upset. Oh, that's Jabba almost going into the back of Daniel. Shankstar losing out to the drivers in front. Bubbly has managed to get into P4. There's just a Mercedes, a McLaren, and an AlphaTauri between him and potential victory. At the minute, there is... what's the gap between them? Not a whole lot between Bubbly and Goshan, who just dispatched Biscuit as Isti goes wide. Bubbly looking to dispatch Quack 2 now. We'll have DRS into turn 3, and Quack is just not going to be able to have much of an answer. Oh, there's been another spin. That's Groffle at turn 1 now. And Quack now dispatched. Oh, there's been... what the hell happened there? I think Bubbly had went a bit too deep into turn 3. He had to brake too much. And there's a bit of contact between him and Goshan. Bubbly, his victory is not... his lead is not cemented yet. Though these two have used up a lot of their energy. I thought Goshan was going to get past there, but there was a bit of contact, and that kind of hurt both of them in a way. Pookie, meanwhile, trying to take the lead of the race from Fusion. It's not really going to mean anything. He's not going to be able to win the race, but I guess he just wants a bit of recognition. The bloody word is. Someone else had a spin or something. I think it was Isti. Yeah, that was Isti. So he's outside of the points now. And there we go. Pookie takes the lead of the race. But with 13 laps to go, there's no way he can hold on. But it's the thought that counts. I wish I could remember the bloody word. Maybe it'll come to me in 3 days' time whilst I'm eating a sandwich, and I'm like, that's the word I wanted. So Pookie leads from Fusion, from Bubbly, currently occupies the last step of the podium. Bubbly and Goshan have had a significantly easier time of making their way through the people who haven't on these older tyres. Daniel, meanwhile, has not had an easy time. He's stuck behind a Mercedes, though that Mercedes should be dispatched momentarily, as Daniel now has the DRS, but he's gonna have to... I don't think his challenge for the victory has all but ended now. I think he had the DRS before, but now he has to use the energy to see if he can try and catch up, but there's a lot of time. 2 seconds between him and Goshan ahead. 1.8 now. And if these two are still stuck fighting with Fusion and Pookie, that's going to allow Daniel to catch up a little bit. But it's not going to last for very long, because Goshan's taking a little look at Bubbly, and look at how much energy that Bubbly has. Goshan has saved so much more. They can use that energy at a strategic point, but at the minute it's a bit of a DRS trade. They have the grip, but they're going to have the DRS as well. Bubbly could make the move on Fusion here. No, not yet. He doesn't have the energy. Oh no! He punts Fusion round! That was definitely a mistake, and that's definitely going to be looked at after the race. Jordan takes the fastest lap of the Grand Prix now, though he's on P12. He won't be getting a fastest lap point for that in any time soon. So now Goshan needs to stay, at the very least, stay within a few seconds of Bubbly here, because he could get a penalty for that action. And actually, Bubbly's pace has been hurt by his lack of energy. He's used so much of his energy so quickly that he's not able to keep up with Pookie here. He's about to lose the lead to Goshan, who isn't going to make the move into turn 1, but I'd be surprised if he didn't try to make the move into turn 3. And, oh, he's going to stick behind. He knows that there's one final DRS zone. He doesn't want Bubbly pulling off any surprises. Traction has actually hurt Goshan there. I probably would have made the move anyway, but he has the DRS, he had the energy, he goes up the inside. It's very, very close. In the end, Bubbly still just about clinging on to the effective lead of the race. Goshan has the outside, and he's able to get up into this effective lead of the race. But now, look who's behind. Daniel has... This fighting has allowed Daniel to catch up as Fusion has picked up a 3-second time penalty. And Pookie is too far ahead for Goshan to get any benefit from the DRS. He still won't get the benefit. He's still just a little bit too far behind. And that's going to allow Bubbly and Goshan a bit of time to catch up, but Bubbly, he's just still trying to use his energy. Daniel is going to go up the inside! Daniel will take P2, but Bubbly does a switchback. Both drivers will get the DRS.
It's going to turn into the outside of turn 4 for Daniel. He has the energy to play with. Can he hold on to a effective P2? No, he can't. It was a valiant effort, but in the end it hasn't quite worked out. He'll still be able to make the move, but now Goshan is safely within DRS range of Pookie. And it's going to turn into a little bit of a DRS trade. In fact, Bubbly has so little energy left that it's actually hurting his race now. He's fallen outside of a second to Goshan. And now it's looking very doubtful that he could pick up a victory here today. Are there 12? No, there are about 6 laps of the race left. Isti has had quite a bit of a nightmare recently, as Daniel going up the inside again is gonna be the last of the late breakers here. He still has the DRS on Bubbly, but he doesn't have the traction. But now he has the energy. We've got a yellow flag. There's been a spin for Shankstar, I think. Daniel has the inside for turn 4. There is no safety car. There's a bit of wheel banging between Daniel and Bubbly. And now both of these drivers have critically low battery levels, but in the end it looks like Daniel might be able to hold on to P2. Yes, he can. He takes a effective P2, but now he's going to not have any DRS, so it's going to be a very similar situation between these two. A fight that will be decided by DRS, and Daniel had almost certainly picked up a warning there. Bubbly, lightning quick on the straight. He wasn't even using any energy. That's just pure DRS. He is using a bit of his energy now. He doesn't have a lot left. Daniel has none left either. Oh, look at that. Excellent defending. I don't know if that was moving into braking though. Possibly. Daniel trying to cover off Bubbly. He's forcing Bubbly to take the outside route. In the end, though, the Aston Martin just a bit too fast in a straight line. That's some incredible speed from the Aston Martin, but now the situation is reversed. Daniel will get the DRS again. There's been another spin. That's Jabber. I don't know what happened to Isti. I think he's had a spin or something somewhere, and he's dead last now. Goshan has finally got past Pookie, and now I think Goshan's victory is not in doubt. Daniel clearly not as fast down the straights. This is a very straight line limited track, and speccing your car for a bit more downforce does feel as... I mean, you always need a bit of downforce, but around here it's not helping. In fact, with that poor traction out of turn 3, Daniel is not looking likely to take even P2 here. In fact, he might not even take P3 because Pookie stretching his hard tyres. Look at these tyres, man. 12, not 12. Everyone else is on 12 lap old tyres. His tyres are 21 laps. Though he is gradually losing time to Bubbly, he has plenty of energy to play with, and he's still inside DRS range of Goshan. That's not going to last for too much longer, but he's going to take advantage of that every time he can. Pookie might take a surprise and upset P2 here. Fusion, meanwhile, is making his way back up the field slowly. He's got Quack in front of him. He's got a bit of energy to play with, and the DRS. Can he make the move into turn 3? No, not quite yet. He's going to bide his time as his teammate Biscuit picks up a penalty. Actually, speaking of penalties, let's look at them. Right button. It's 3 seconds apiece for everyone who has a penalty. Oh, okay. I didn't notice. Goshan has a 3-second time penalty. So I don't know when that happened, but if Pookie can keep within those 3 seconds, which he is clearly able to do. He's still holding on here, which is very unexpected. Goshan might lose out on the victory. There's only 4 laps left. Oh wait, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, no, 5 laps left, my mistake. If Pookie can hang on for just 5 more laps, Pookie will win this race, and I think he has to know that. He has the DRS, he's using his energy quite intelligently. Goshan is building up his energy though, which is probably why he's not been pulling away quite so quickly. Daniel's been building his energy as well. Bubbly, not so much. Got a bit of a strange things going on again. Meanwhile, Fusion has just got past Quack, the P6, and that because everyone between P6 and P11 has a 3-second penalty, these positions are going to stick. Isti has managed to get up into P11 too. I don't know if that was because of spins or pit stops by Jabber and Shankstar, but he's quite some way behind the next driver, which is Jordan. Yellow flag, Groffel has crashed. So that is going to promote Isti into the points. There's a safety car. This could change the race quite substantially, and in fact it's going to help Pookie, I think. And it will almost certainly help Pookie. This is not what Goshan would have wanted to see. The race cannot end under safety car. So the question is, will Pookie pit? Will Goshan pit? He knows he has that 3-second penalty. But in the end... Ooh! At some point, Daniel got past Bubbly, so I think Bubbly may have made a mistake. Because Bubbly just looked a bit untouchable compared to Daniel. Okay, so someone is pitting. That is Isti. He comes in for new tyres. Will his teammate come in? No, Daniel is. Daniel pits, but Bubbly does not. Neither is Sherlock. I can't help but feel this might be a bit of a mistake by Daniel. Though the drivers behind are not pitting, so Crack doesn't pit. Oh, Biscuit's going to be disadvantaged somewhat by his teammates' pit stop. Yeah, he gets disadvantaged a little bit, but in the end it's not going to hurt him too much. Jordan, way behind. Big Six. Don't Alt-Tab. We want the safety car to play nice here. Because Goshan hasn't pit, we're looking at a potential Pookie victory. Safety car in this lap at the end of lap 34, so 35-36. We will get 2 more laps of racing. Pookie just has to hold on for 2 laps, and he can win this race. Goshan has to try and gain 3 seconds. It's a tough ask. It's a big ask. Especially because his tyres are not exactly spring chickens either. They're 16 laps old. Daniel, on those fresh soft tyres, could mince all 4 drivers in front of him, which includes his teammate. We'll watch Daniel for now. He will have a huge amount of grip compared to these guys in front, especially Pookie, and you can see the braking difference. The traction also helping out a little bit. Sherlock, though, not helping his teammate out. He's using his energy. He's maybe a bit faster in a straight line, but in the end, Daniel making the move. Oh no, it's punting Bubbly there. Did he pick up damage? I don't know. Yes, he has. That was one hell of a shunt, and that's hurting Daniel now. Fusion behind. Pookie
losing a bit of time, but there's just not a huge amount of time left to lose. Daniel did this. He hasn't dispatched anyone. He's ahead of his teammate who is losing out, and he may lose another position yet. Daniel on the fringes of getting a podium here, and Bubbly, who started on pole, might not even finish even P3, but his car will be faster in a straight line, but he's just not going to have the grip. I don't think Daniel had a very good turn one there. That definitely seemed a bit butchered. There's one lap left. This is the final lap. Fusion also trying to make his way past Daniel, who of course Daniel just has the broken front wing. Fusion gets into P4, and Fusion on the cusp of getting a podium here. This is Fusion fighting for what I believe would be his first podium of the season. He has no energy left. Pookie has fallen outside of a second, but in the end I don't think it's going to matter too much. Fusion smells the blood in the water. He knows that he could get a podium here, but it's just not quite working out. He's understeering. I think Bubbly may still hold on to the podium. He's using all the energy he has left available, which is just dregs. Goshan will cross the line first, but with the penalty, Pookie is going to win the Grand Prix. Bubbly will finish P2, Goshan will finish P3, and Daniel has to settle for P4. What happened to Fusion? Something, of course, Fusion had the penalty. I forgot in the heat of the moment. But in the end, if he could have finished P3 on the road, that would have been an amazing result. And Groffel's race ended because of tyres just being tyres on this game. Did nothing wrong, and yet you just maybe used the throttle just one tiny bit too much, and yeah,
Spin. That's just how the game is these days.
traction is so unpredictable. I still wish they'd left the handling as it was when it was at launch, because it felt so manageable back then. So, Pookie, I think this is his first win of the season. I'm not sure. And I hope he keeps that win, because as I learned a while back, in this league, they do allow drivers to contest the 3-second penalties, and they can get removed. So, for Pookie's sake, I hope he keeps it, because that was one hell of a drive on 20 plus lap old hard tyres. And there we go. So, your top 10. Pookie comes out of the weekend with the most points. 5 from the sprint race, 25 from the race. He won that race. Bubbly will take 26. Goshan will take 22. Sherlock and Daniel both take 16. Laro Fusion finishes P6 overall. Quack P7. Biscuit P8. Isty, after starting pretty well, will finish in a rather disappointing P9. And that was TomTom P10. And a very strange... Well, no, it couldn't have been TomTom. Wait, that was just overall. I didn't look at the proper race results. Ugh, stupid. So I don't know who actually finished that race. P10 in the end. Game needs to be a bit more intuitive, but there we go. That was the Austrian Grand Prix. Next week we will... hang on. I need to bring up that source briefly. Let me add this quickly. Which one was it?
There we go. Fit to the screen, please. There we go. Oh, actually, no. Transform. Where's the transform? Edit the transform.
1500.
That's better. Now it properly fits the screen rather than being widescreen, which is just... Nah. So, I know that, what did happen in the end? TomTom was... I'm not sure what happened between TomTom and Lagand. What I can do, actually... I'll go back to the race and we'll, the replay. I need to add the display capture as well. Where is that? Display capture, thank you. Yeah, whatever. Right, so. Where was the TomTom incident?
TomTom and Lagand, apparently he just crashed into the rear of a car. Ghosting was off, so ghosting may have been off. He should have ghosted through Lagand, and he just went straight into the back of him, apparently, so...
Ghosting was supposed to be on, and yet it seems it was left off by mistake. Or is every car meant to be live? I don't know. What was the other incident? Reese and Angel. Yes. Well, when was that? There. So that caused the second safety car. And in the end, I'm just not sure what happened there. Go a bit further on. Reese and Angel were P11 and P12. And there, we can see that they were probably almost certainly... Oh yeah, we saw them briefly there.
So Reese crashed first. It may have been another wheel locking thing, potentially. I unfortunately didn't catch what happened. And apparently that's still going, even though... Oh, I turned off the wrong thing. Whoops. Well, there we go. Let's go back briefly. So, this was the only view of the Reese Angel crash. Oh, come on. Settings. I don't want 480, please. Go to 1080. Yeah, there we go. That's all we really saw. And, of course, they vanished from the timing screen. Yeah. It may have been a very similar incident to what happened between Sherlock and Pookie. In the end, just not quite sure. Right, well, we'll turn that back off again. Anyway, thank you for watching tonight, everyone. Hopefully next week we have another co-commentator. If it's not going to be Oscar, then it might end up being someone else. I think the guy's name is Shiv. But, yeah, Jabber, tell Shiv if he wants to co-commentate, he can, because evidently Oscar is, well, he didn't even talk to me, I don't think. No, he hasn't even responded. I asked if he was available and got nothing back, so there we go. There we go. Yes, thank you for watching, everyone. Is there anything different? No.
I don't know. But there we go. Thank you for watching, everyone, and we'll catch you next week. Ooh, you know what I want to do? I want to do one last time. No! Yeah, there we go. I completely forgot we had an ending screen.
Thank you for watching, everyone. Yeah, I'll talk to Jabba about this, because this is just very jarring compared to the rest of the stream aesthetic. Yes. We'll see you next week, everyone. Until next time, have a good one, and
good night. Oh, no. Of course.